Good evening. Time now is 4:30. Thank you for tuning in and for watching Atlanta News First Plus at 4:30. Here to give you a check of the forecast and answer any weather questions that you may have. Again, we're streaming across a variety of platforms, atlantanewsfirst.com and the First Alert weather app. Also, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, YouTube TV. Again, any place you can stream Atlanta News First. We are live right now. I want to thank you for tuning in and for watching. We're about, a minute and a half into this stream. Gonna kind of take it slow at first, let folks join in, tune in, and get a check of the forecast before kind of getting into the nitty-gritty details, because there is a lot of weather to talk about. Again, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin, and if at any point you have a question, there are two really good places to chat where you can ask your question. Hopefully I see it and give you that answer you need. Atlanta News First on YouTube. We are streaming there right now. Don't even have to like and follow us, though we would love that. It's a good source of, breaking news information, latest news headlines, and streaming the First Alert forecast via YouTube. You can even stream, on the go in that particular format. And then also you can text us, 470-777-WANF. That's 470-777-9263. Let's go ahead and take you outside. Gorgeous shot of Lake Lanier right now up in Hall County. This is closer to the Forsyth County side of the lake, though. You still see a little bit of that fall color. A few high wispy clouds, first clouds we have noticed today. And again, a nice day, even some boaters out on the water. Of course, the lake is far too chilly to hop in, but it is a gorgeous day to get out on the water, just still too chilly to get in. And temperatures will become a little bit more chilly as we go through the evening hours. In fact, we'll go ahead and switch over to the forecast. Current temperatures right now, about the mildest they have been all day. We did reach high temperatures, technically about, 45 minutes, maybe an hour or so ago. In the upper 60s, mid to upper 60s, kind of the rule there. 67 in Atlanta, 69 Covington, 67 in Eatonton. Upper 60s Thomaston, mid 60s in Carrollton. So everyone in the 60s pretty much. Coolest up in the mountains. LJ, of course, 61. Most of us, though, are in the mid to upper 60s. However, as we go through the as we go through the evening hours, temperatures will cool off pretty quickly. As soon as the sun sets, the air is dry. The sky is still mostly clear. We will have more clouds overnight tonight, but for the moment, the sky is mostly clear. And we still have a bit of a cool air mass in place, so it's not going to take much for temperatures to really start dropping off. Here is your First Alert hour-by-hour forecast. Notice how quickly we do cool back in the 50s by 8 to 9 o'clock this evening, and that's in the city of Atlanta. If you're watching from further outlying, outside of the perimeter, I-285, if you're watching from North Metro on up into the mountains, it will get cooler at a quicker rate than everyone else. So your neighborhood temperatures will be colder. Good idea to have the jackets ready to go for those after sunset plans. Maybe going out to Sunday dinner. Maybe you're grilling tonight. You have the whole week off. Don't have to worry about that early Monday morning alarm clock. Nice evening to do so. Just that reminder, it's going to get chilly again after sunset pretty quickly. But please do get outside and enjoy it. It's going to be a very nice start to the day tomorrow. More clouds. Temperatures not quite as cold. We had so many folks that were in the 30s this morning. Technically, Atlanta, though, right around 40. We were 37 yesterday morning, 38 the morning before that, Friday morning. So the warming trend continues. Tomorrow morning, looking at low to mid-40s around the heart of the metro. There could be a couple spots that, are briefly back into the upper 30s. So I think the vast majority of us are going to be waking up to temperatures in the low to mid-40s. Case in point, Athens, 41, Eatonton, 41, Carrollton, 44, 42 in Rome. And morning commute, forecast-wise, no big hiccups weather-wise in the morning commute forecast. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you did manage to get the whole week off. Not everyone has that luxury, so if you're headed to work tomorrow morning, at least we can give you a decent forecast. More clouds, but kind of high clouds like what we have this evening. Those wispy clouds, cirrus clouds made of ice crystals, really could enhance the sunrise tomorrow. May make for a very nice Monday before Thanksgiving sunrise out there, so hopefully you're able to at least enjoy that. You'll still need the jacket or the coat tomorrow morning, but we are going to be warming up through the day. Actually, a pretty nice day in the forecast with high temperatures tomorrow. I think more likely to get above 70 degrees, get warmer than 70 degrees in the city of Atlanta. Going 71 for a forecast high temperature in the city. Average high or normal high temperature for tomorrow's date, November 25th, is 61. We're going 71. 65, your high temperature in LJ, upper 60s in Helen. Most of us, Metro and point south in the lower 70s, and there could be some, 73, 74 degree afternoon, temperatures getting close to the mid 70s there. In fact, you just saw that update with some new data coming in. 70 in Helen, 72 in Rome. So across the board, it's going to be a little bit milder tomorrow by maybe 3, 4, 5 degrees or so. And that is where we will begin the hour-by-hour forecast. This is a computer model. What a computer thinks the weather will be like, cloud conditions, rain or otherwise, and temperatures here as we go through the next 48 hours or so. Forecast models have been doing a decent job with cold front number 1. We have 2 in the forecast. First arrives tomorrow night into early Tuesday morning. And that is where we will pick up the forecast through Monday evening plans. No issues, mix of sun and clouds. Watch what happens as we get into the wee hours of Tuesday morning. Maybe 11 p.m. Monday, midnight Tuesday morning, 1, 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. A line or broken line of showers and possibly here a couple of thunderstorms moving in from the north and west. So going to basically pause this at 1 o'clock in the morning and draw out what is happening, and hopefully that'll make more sense. We have a front moving in from the north and west. That's a cold front. Basically, we're warming up. Fresh batch of cool air moves in. Along and ahead of it, you have this rain chance. Behind it, you clear out and you cool off, and it's going to get breezy as we get into Tuesday afternoon. Looking like that front is well north and west of Atlanta by 1 a.m. But watch what happens as we go into the heart of the overnight period, that 2, 3, 4 a.m. time frame. Rain moves into metro Atlanta, tends to weaken, looking more like a heavy rain potential for a couple of neighborhoods here in far northwest Georgia. So maybe Chattooga County, Rome, Floyd County, Calhoun, Georgia, back towards Cleburne County, Alabama. Could be an isolated thunderstorm embedded in there, maybe a brief period of heavier rain showers. And then as we get into, when it becomes Atlanta's turn, without a better way to say it, the overall organization, the amount of rain, the intensity of the rain does tend to come down, but I think we're going to be dealing with some wet roadways 3, 4, 5 a.m. So for the earliest of commuters, or if you work the third shift and you typically come home 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, could have a few wet roads out there, but overall impact to the morning commute looking fairly low. And watch what happens as we get into, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. We're back to mostly dry. And as we get into Tuesday afternoon, gradually we will completely clear. So I think by 3, 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, we're back to full sunshine. Temperatures are starting to cool down a bit, and we're going to have kind of a breeze ushering in some of that chillier weather back into the first alert forecast. So Tuesday is our first day of change, and then bigger changes on the way as we look ahead to the end of the week to Thanksgiving. And we talked about this last night, showed you this graphic a couple of times. You can go ahead and pull it up again. This is another front. Similar setup to the one Monday night, Tuesday, just stronger, more moisture to work with. So that means wetter weather, a little bit stormier ahead of it. And then as soon as it moves through the air, behind it will be colder than Monday night into Tuesday morning setup. Again, here is kind of the details. Another storm system with that front moving through, active weather pattern every few days in this setup. We're seeing fronts move through, rain chance, and then the return of colder weather to metro Atlanta, to North Georgia, and in this case, to much of the central and eastern portion of the United States. So wet weather arrives first, could begin as early as Thanksgiving morning. Forecast models are struggling with the structure of this system and exactly how long the rain will last. We're pretty confident that at the latest, I would say, rain begins mid to late morning, Thanksgiving morning. But where the difference is some models want to move that through very quickly, and by afternoon, we're already drying out. And then others want to linger that rain chance, maybe a couple rounds of rain, and possibly some thunder into Thanksgiving afternoon, Thanksgiving evening, and not completely drying us out until Thanksgiving night into the wee hours of Black Friday morning if you live on the far southeast side of town. However, while we will continue to fine-tune the exact timing, we're very confident in the general gist of things here. Rain first, Thanksgiving Day, and then sharply colder Thanksgiving night into Black Friday, and this will linger into the holiday weekend. We're talking much, much colder weather in the first alert forecast, and we will be looking at and feeling the coldest temperatures we have had since last winter, and that goes beyond the little blast of cold air that we just came out of, that we just had. So just want to kind of lay out the general portion of the forecast. I want to remind you, doesn't look like we have any questions, comments, concerns, but I will check the YouTube feed afterward. You can also text in your questions, 470-777-WANF. or you can just reach out to me on social media. Again, if you tuned in after the kind of the beginning of this stretch, this stream, I'm first Alert Meteorologist Cutter Martin. Any social media platform, give me a like, give me a follow, or just shoot me a message, and I'll do my best to clarify the forecast, give you that answer to your question. And a lot of folks probably do have questions. It's a holiday week. Weather on the holiday might not be the best, and then going to the weekend, it's going to turn much, much colder and kind of windy once again. So just kind of wanted to give you that introduction, let you know right off the bat at 4:30 in the afternoon what we're watching. We will have an early evening newscast on CBS WANF at 6:30. So we'll once again be going through that forecast and some new data coming in between now and then. Don't anticipate any huge changes, but might have some new information to pass along and to work with when it comes to the forecast. And then tonight we're going to stream again Atlanta News First Plus at 8 p.m. and then back on Peachtree TV, Atlanta CW at 10 p.m. and Atlanta News First at 11 p.m. Hopefully you're able to get outside and enjoy an evening that is mostly clear. Just a few clouds out there. But if you do go outside, if you have dinner plans, bring the jacket, cooling off once again after sunset. A full check of your forecast coming up on Atlanta News First at 6:30.